Hello, everyone, and welcome to my course on CD interest calculation. CD interest rates over the last few years have been steadily climbing. I'm sure many of you have seen articles in your newsfeed titled something like, "How much will a $5,000 CD earn?" or "Which is better, a savings account or a CD?" The only way to know with 100% certainty is to perform the calculations yourself. Disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor, nor am I telling you where to put your funds. I am simply explaining how the calculations work. If after following these steps you are seeing something different from your financial institution, I would encourage you to contact them to find out why. I have used these formulas for my own CDs over several years, and the calculations are dead on for my financial institution. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I am simply explaining how the calculations work. So let's get started. First, you will need the CD rate provided by your financial institution. If your rate only has 2 digits beyond the decimal point, that is fine. If your rate has 4 digits beyond the decimal point, you will need all 4 digits. You want this calculation to be as accurate as possible, so use all digits provided. The second item you need is the minimum amount required to open the CD or the amount you intend to use if it's over the minimum. When building the spreadsheet the first time, use the cell names and locations as presented here. Each cell has a specific function in the calculation, so make sure you have an understanding of what each one does before making changes. Once you become familiar with the process, then you can customize the view to fit your need. Just remember to correct the cell names and numbers in the formulas. Next, identify the row headings. My advice is to use something that identifies the month and year because the calculation uses the total number of days in the month, and that will change for February during leap year. It is also a good idea to identify the month your CD matures so you can make a decision on adding additional funds, as you will see when we look at year 2. Now it's time to add data. In cell C3, enter your CD rate and remember to include all digits after the decimal point. In cell B5, enter the beginning balance. This is the minimum amount required by your financial institution or a higher amount. In cell C5, enter $0. This amount will only apply to subsequent years. In cell D5, enter the number of days in the month. In this case, January has 31 days. In cell E5, enter the formula included above. This formula takes the beginning balance times the CD rate divided by 100, and then divides that total by the total number of days in the year. Note 2024 is a leap year, so there are 366 days. In cell F5, enter the formula D5 times E5. This is the total interest for the month. In cell G5, enter the formula B5 plus F5. This is the new balance of your CD, including the month of earned interest. To complete the calculations for the next 12 months, simply copy the formulas down to the row labeled December. When this CD matures at the end of 12 months, the new CD value is in cell G16. Note the number of days in the month column, specifically February with 29 days. For year 2, copy and paste the column headings into row 18. Then change the CD rate in cell C18 to the new rate provided by your financial institution. The beginning balance for year 2 is the ending balance from year 1 in cell G16. In cell C20, add the amount of additional funds you want to add to your CD. Adding funds allows your interest earned amount to grow faster, but it is not necessary to do so. Keep in mind there is a limited amount of time in which to add funds. It could be as short as 10 to 15 days after maturity. In cell D20, add the number of days in the month. You can copy these from year 1 with the exception of February that will revert to 28 days. In cell E20, copy the same formula from year 1, remembering to use the beginning balance from B20 plus any additional funds from C20 times the rate in C18 divided by 100. Then divide that total by 365 days. In cell F20, the formula is D20 times E20 to get the total interest for the month. In cell G20, the new balance is the beginning balance from B20 plus additional funds in C20 plus interest earned in F20. To complete the calculations for year 2, simply copy the formulas down to the row labeled December. The exception is additional funds for the remaining 11 months is $0. The new balance of your CD will be in cell G31. This process works even if your CD is for a shorter or longer term. Simply copy the formulas down to the row of maturity. Again, I am not a financial advisor, but I hope this course has taken the mystery out of CD interest calculations. Thank you for viewing my course and have a wonderful day.